So you're thinking of moving or relocating here to Chicago, Illinois, whether it's for a job or a change of scenery. I'm giving you the 8 things you need to consider before making a move in Chicago, and we're getting after it right now. What is happening, everybody? This is Austin Weiss. I'm your reliable real estate resource here in the Chicagoland area. I do a ton of videos all about what it's like to work, eat, live, and play right here in the Chicago Metro. So if you're ever thinking about making a move here, hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Honestly, I'm getting so many phone calls each and every week from people who are considering making a move here. So if that's you, you can always shoot me a text, give me a call, or send me an email, however you want to communicate with me. That's totally cool with me, and I'll show you a completely stress-free way to make a move here in Chicago. Okay, so I'm covering the 8 things you should consider to help you decide which suburb or neighborhood in the city of Chicago that you should live in. And I saved the best one for the very end, so make sure to stick around and watch. To start things off, cost of living. You've probably done a little bit of research on your own, and this is super important when moving to a new area to figure out what your budget should be as far as housing, monthly mortgage payment, food, utilities, daycare, and homeowners insurance, auto insurance, and health insurance, as well as property taxes. I do plan to do a cost of living in Chicago video in the future, which I will probably link right here. But for now, in the description down below, I put a cost of living calculator for the city of Chicago and the suburbs, so you can kind of play around with the costs for yourself. Going off of costs are the state and local taxes. Definitely do your research, because the taxes from where you're moving from could be totally different, and it could affect your paycheck. Here in Illinois, we unfortunately have income and state sales tax, and we have some of the highest property taxes in the country at an effective rate of 2.3%. I have seen it lower, but unfortunately I have seen it higher than that. The good news is we do not have a vehicle tax. We also do not have an investment income distribution tax, and water is fairly cheap because we get it from Lake Michigan. And if you have any questions about a specific house or an area, you're always welcome to give me a ring. Number 3, culture and people. Moving to a new area, there's always that unknown of what people are actually like. It's probably a good idea to move somewhere where it's easy to make friends who can help you adjust to your new surroundings. See the link in the description below. I have a great resource where you can look up demographics, employment, income, and much more about any city or town. Culturally, it's always fun to explore new things to do in a new city you're moving to. Music, theater, food, sports, and much more. I would definitely recommend checking out sites like Eventbrite, Meetup.com, and any Facebook groups in the area you're moving to. It's a great resource to meet people and find out what's going on in your area. Next on my list of things to consider, if you have a family or intend to start one, schools are a very important thing to research. Do your homework on the public and private school districts in the area you're considering moving into to make sure that they'll have the programs and the resources that you'll need for your children. I will link a few resources in the description below with the top school districts here in the Chicago Metro. Even if you're retired or never plan to have kids, it's probably a good idea to invest in a house in an area with a good school district. It will only ever increase your property value and make it that much easier to sell someday. Hey, if you really enjoy these videos and they're helping you out in any way with your move, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Subscribe and make sure to leave a comment down below. And one of the main reasons people relocate: employment. Now here in Chicago, we're not really dependent on one singular company or industry. We have actually 105 major corporations headquartered right here in the Chicago Metro, with high-paying jobs with decent commute times in healthcare, public education, IT, technology, manufacturing, engineering, and many other career fields. So there's something really here for everyone. Now, if you are moving here from out of state and or out of country, definitely get a letter of employment for your future job from that employer or manager showing what you're going to be making and what your job description is, any other relevant information, so that you can provide that to a lender and then get pre-approved for a loan. Going off of employment is purchasing a house in a close proximity to work. I mean, you're moving because you most likely want a better quality of life, and you don't want to be stuck in your car or on a train several hours a day making a commute that you could be spending that same time with your family, friends, working on your health, or picking up a hobby. So that's definitely something to keep in consideration. If you do have to commute to work and you're not still working from home 5 or 6 days a week, we do have a fantastic public transportation system here in Chicagoland, which I highly recommend, between the Metro train line that runs from the city out to the suburbs and the L train system in the city proper. If you do have to hop in your car, I would definitely take into consideration travel costs of commuting in a car, between gas, parking, tolls, maintenance on the car, and then, like I said, with the train, any train passes or bus passes as well. If you have family or friends in the area, home can be a little bit better when people that you like to connect with are easier to reach, so keep that in mind, as well as any healthcare facilities that you or your family need to utilize. You might want to make sure that the commute time to those healthcare facilities or therapists, doctors, anything like that, are a fairly easy commute to get to. Something that I held in high regard when looking to purchase my house was entertainment, amenities, and outdoor facilities. So figure out what's important to you for your life. What are your hobbies? What do you love to do? Do you love being outdoors? Do you love to shop? Do you love entertainment and want to be near the theater? Every neighborhood in the Chicagoland area has its own personality, so feel free to reach out to me with any questions. Last but certainly not least, give it a trial run. Making a move is a major commitment, so at the very least, I would recommend coming to Chicago, visiting that neighborhood, visiting that town that you could envision yourself living here. If you can't get here in person, definitely check out my vlog series. I go through several towns, neighborhoods, and show you the area amenities of what it's actually like from my personal viewpoint. And if you don't feel comfortable buying a house right now, you could always rent. Make that short-term commitment and figure out if that's the right neighborhood for you. And if it's not, you can always move in a year or two. So to make this move as easy as possible, I cannot stress enough to do a ton of research before you ever make that move. And if you ever need help with any of this, I'm always available by phone, text, email, days, nights, weekends, and I would love to simplify your moving experience for you when you're coming to Chicago or moving anywhere in the Chicagoland area. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later.